So, guys, we are here in the pool shed trying to get us both in the picture. There we go. Lich Lord in the background, me here, the Merc in the foreground. We're getting ready to play a 1750 point game of Dystopian Wars Naval Battle. It will be the Lich Lords.
Oh, Kingdom of Britannia? Yeah,
there you go.
Sorry.
Yeah. And my Russian coalition.
Yes.
So, technically allies, duking it out, but, you know, training exercises and stuff. So
just another war, you know. Just throw a few more boats at each other.
Yeah, cause some more environmental
Mass
disasters with whatever this fuel is that fuels these ships. But
Sure.
we'll be right back with the fleet overviews and showing you what our fleets are going to be and such.
You're gonna have a beer.
So what's up, guys? Here we are. This is the Russian Coalition fleet overview. You can see this is my one basically fully painted fleet. The only thing that isn't painted is the support flotilla. No, the strike flotilla. Whatever one gave me the icebreaker and the heavy frigates. So this is 1750 in points. I have a unit of regular frigates, a unit of regular Suvorov cruisers, destroyers, Tambov gunships. You see the Michigan bombers in the back, heavy group of frigates, 2 Borodino battleships, the Katunga heavy battleship, the Kostromov fleet carrier, and 19 planes. So hopefully we're just gonna throw a wall of beef up there for the Lich Lord to deal with. And we'll see if he can deal with it, or if I will sink all his pretty Britannian ships to the bottom of the fjord. We'll be right back with the overview of the Lich Lord's Britannian fleet.
So, welcome back, and here we have the 1,750 points of Kingdom of Britannia. I'll get it right eventually here. But yeah, I'll just start over here with the furthest, and that is a Lord Hood battle cruiser. Here we have a heavy battleship, fleet carrier, regular battleship. They have 2 units of 3 cruisers. I also have the battle cruiser or battle carrier here, and 2 units of 3 frigates. I'm actually proxying 1 for each with Prussian frigates. Hopefully, don't mind. And unit of 5 corvettes and 15 flyers altogether. I have dive bombers, torpedo bombers, and torpedo bombers. As you can tell, this army is not painted at all, not even a base coat. That's because it's relatively new, and this is actually my first game with this army against the Russians. I played against the Americans a few times, but never against the Russians, so I usually play the Prussians against the Russians, which is generally a pretty good matchup. Isn't that right?
Yeah, beer.
Good beer. Decent beer. But anyhow, yeah, that's our 2 armies, and we'll be back with the deployment. Alright. Good to go.
Okay, the Lich Lord is good to go now. Oh god, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is... hold on. There we go! Dice are in the right hand now. This is the roll for deployment.
Oh yeah, you win because you get +3. So, give me that type of game.
Yeah, my 12 tier 2.
Yeah.
So I will be deploying on this end of the table. You can see my stuff down there.
And you choose who deploys first.
Yeah. The Lich Lord will be deploying on this end of the table. And you guys can see we're not playing long side to long side. We are playing short side to short side, which gives us slightly tighter deployment zones, but more room in the center. So we'll be right back with deployment. Alright guys, we are back with deployment. We'll start on the Russian side of the table, and then we'll go to the British side of the table. Over here on the Russian side, going from right to left, we have a Kostroma fleet carrier back here in the back, hanging out with a Kotunga heavy battleship. We have the Tambov gunships, Rostov destroyers, Novgorod frigates, unit of Suvorov cruisers, Mishkins, also known as Comrade Chimpies, the twin Borodino battleships with fighter escorts, and a unit of Nikhail heavy frigates. The plan here is to kind of try to push the Brits into the center and destroy them in the islands. And we're playing with secret objectives this game, and the Russian secret objective is this. Be back in just a second with.
Alright, welcome back, and here we have the British deployment. Yeah, I'll just start over here on the left side. I have Unit 3 cruisers, the fleet carrier, and battleship. A squadron of 3 frigates. Another squadron of 3 frigates. 2 dive bombers, and a torpedo bomber. Flyers. Over here, we have my heavy battleship. We have the battle carrier. Torpedo bombers, dive bombers, 5 corvettes, 3 more cruisers, and the Lord Hood heavy cruiser, or battle cruiser. And yeah, my goal in this game is basically to do as much damage as I can in range band 3 and 4, and hopefully lessen the damage when he gets in range band 2, because yeah, that can hurt. It's Russians. And when we return, we'll have the end of turn 1. Actually, no, we gotta roll to see who goes first, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yep.
Me 2 dice, remember?
Yep, 2 dice, and you have +3 because you have
+3 because of spotters.
Let's put it right here in the.
Right there.
I have
4,
6.
5, 6, 7.
And so you get to choose.
I will let you go first.
Oh, okay.
First turn isn't as big in this game as it is in some games.
That is very true. Compared to like
40k.
40k.
Yeah.
And compared to War Machine, definitely. But when we return, we'll have a recap of turn 1.
Yes.
All right.
All right, guys, we're back at the end of turn 1. A little recap here. If it sounds like there's water running in the background,
It's rain.
well, it's coming down outside.
A little rainy.
So we're going to talk a little louder to hopefully overcome that to an extent. So as you can see, generally, at the end of turn 1, we have just pretty much moved up the board. Found out that pretty much everything in the Russian fleet was out of range this turn.
Yep.
The Brits did a whopping 1 point of damage on a destroyer.
Yep.
So next turn should start to be where it gets interesting, because over on that side of the table, the Russian big boys are coming up on a lone battle cruiser and some cruisers. We have a little pack of gunships, destroyers, heavy battleship, and a carrier here that are coming up on the British fleet carrier. Is that the regular battleship?
Oh yeah, it's regular battleship.
The regular battleship and a unit of cruisers.
Yep.
And despite me telling him in the beginning that I was trying to herd him into the center of the board, all the British troops are distinctively heading towards the center of the board.
I have a secret plan.
There you have it, folks.
I have nowhere else to go.
He has a secret plan.
That's right.
So we will be back at the end.
Actually, yeah, we should do
of
my secret mission too.
Turn 2, and the Lich Lord is going to show you what his secret objective is.
My secret objective is.
Because he forgot in deployment.
There you go. I forgot to show that earlier. So, yep. All right, we'll see you at the end of next turn. Well, guys, welcome back. We have turn 2 recap. It's a little bit more of an eventful turn. Still not a whole lot happening.
Eventful for the Russians.
I lost the Lord Hood, who was previously over there, he was like triple critted by Tom Bob, right?
No, the Borodino.
Borodino. Yeah, he was yeah, that was painful. That was really painful.
He ceased to exist.
And I also lost quite a few. I lost my whole unit of corvettes and a unit of, well, no, 2 other frigates. And I deduced that he has the mission where, yeah. So yeah, me and my recklessness with frigates. But anyhow, over here we have some. So my flyers moved up.
You put a.
I put a crit on
The Tom Bob gunship.
Tom Bob.
You almost wiped out the unit of destroyers.
Yep, almost destroyed that unit.
And you put a wound on
one of the frigates, right?
Frigate, and you critted one of the Borodinos.
Yes, yeah, it was a good crit to get. But we have to do repair rolls. Well, you have to do a repair roll.
Yeah.
So you might as well just do that now.
I need a 4, 5, 6. No,
And
so it's still weapon
it's
damage.
still weapon damage?
That's fantastic.
And we roll to see who goes first this turn.
Is it right here?
Yep. So I got 7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So you get to choose.
I will go first.
You go first.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah. All right, and we'll be back with the recap of turn 3.
Alright guys, we are back at the end of turn 3, and what a
Very eventful turn.
Turn it has been. So we'll go over here first. What, these cruisers took a heavy beating.
That's 4 wounds. We just...
Has 4 wounds, no crew, 2 wounds, shredded defenses, I think.
Yes.
And -2 crew. The fleet carrier is still fully operational, as is the battleship and the heavy battleship. The assault carrier got attacked by the Michigan bombers.
5 wounds.
You can see the
that's
cruiser squadron over there is hurting pretty good too.
It's been a rough game.
You also notice that there's some units missing for the Brits.
Yes, quite a few smalls.
I've achieved part of my objective, which is destroy all his smalls. Now for the Russians, you can see the gunships here have lost 1, and 1 is on 1 wound. This I deployed it wrong. It's been basically out of the game the entire game. Kind of the same with this. It's getting there slowly. The frigates, 1 has a wound on it. He killed one of the Suvorov cruisers. And over there,
that's still the same.
One of the battleships took a point of damage. And then that's pretty much it.
And we have some repairs?
We have some repairs to do, so you want to do yours first?
Engineers, so I do want to
3.
This does not, of course. This one does.
That one does.
This over here, Navlock. That does.
Yep.
3. This over here, 2 fires.
Yeah, roll like right there.
First fire is out.
Yep.
Second fire is out. Lucky, not bad. And I got 1 more weapon damage. Which is taken.
Yep. And then I have on this guy, he is nav-locked and engine damage. So neither of those come back. And then the 1 Borodino, we need a 4, 5, or 6 to fix the weapon damage. Nope. Of course not.
Yes.
So there you have it. You want to roll to see which of us gets first turn?
You still have +3?
Yep. So I'm 4, 5, 6,
7. So
I have a 90 or 7.
So you go.
I go first. Alright, we will be back at the end of turn 4.
Yep.
Well, it might be the end of the game.
Probably. Most likely.
Because I just need to kill 50% of your fleet now.
You're getting close.
And, I mean, you have to kill 4 cruisers.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we are at the end of the game. This is what the board looks like at the end of turn 4. The game lasted a little shorter than usual because we actually used the objective cards this turn this time around, instead of just doing what we do. So as you can see over here, the Russians pretty much owned their left flank. The Borodinos are hurt, but they're not too badly hurt. The heavy frigates did a pretty decent job this game. Now if we come over into the center, the British center is still strong. They have their heavy battleship, which is just scratched their regular battleship, which is uninjured, and their fleet carrier, which is also uninjured. And they have two cruisers, which are wounded. The Russian right flank took a bit of a beating. Only one gunship is left. The Nostromo, which did nothing all game. The Katunga and 2 frigates are in the middle. The Katunga actually did a little bit.
Once it got in, it was pretty impressive.
It did some damage to the heavy battleship. The unit of British cruisers that were over there, we took care of with a boarding action from the Bordino, who had half gun damage. So overall,
decent game, but
it was a decent game.
Yeah, the Russians owned it pretty well, though, I thought. And we'll have more of a post-game discussion about that.
We'll talk about that in the post-game, but this is, you guys can see, the end of the game. And the one thing I will say that I like about playing the short edge to short edge is it takes a little longer to get there, so a fleet like the British or anyone that has long range kind of gets a little bit more shooting.
British, the Ottomans,
the Americans.
Yep.
But once the Russians or the close range fleet gets in there, because it's a little tighter, it's a little harder to get away.
Yep.
It makes for a good game.
Definitely.
So we'll be back, and we will see you guys in the post-game show. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Merc and the Lich Lord here, and the parrot.
Yes. We had this, it was fun a while ago. Kind of lost.
It kind of talks.
It used to talk, say obscenities and be kind of funny anymore.
Not so much anymore.
But this is the post-game,
the after game for the battle report.
And yeah, it was a good game. Oh, I mean, honestly, I've never had a game of this where I didn't at least have fun.
Yeah. It's not like War Machine where you can have a game and you're just like, fuck, God, no.
That being
I don't
said,
want
though,
to play anymore.
That being said, I think the Britons got the King of Britannia got a pretty firm shellacking.
Yeah. I think the Russians are just a hard force for the Brits to contend with.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, it's not impossible. Like, you can do it. The problem is you have torpedo jammers, and the British are like, torpedoes are their thing, right?
Yeah.
So everyone, especially when you're trying to hit big ships, it's like I think four dice and 6s are 2, and they're exploding dice. So yeah, pretty much even some of your best torpedo launchers are getting taken right out just from that. But you do kind of have the long range game to a certain extent with the British that the Russians just don't have. They're very much a range band 1 2.
So I get into range band 2, I can't really do anything. I mean, I could with the Katunga, but I have a horrible habit of putting it way out of position. Because I'm like, oh, it has mortars. I'll just sit way back here and shoot. And that doesn't work.
This is actually my first game against the Russians with my Brits. So
I've been playing the Russians a lot lately. I really like the Russians. I like the way they play. I need to give my Covenant a try since the update. I haven't played them yet. I'm not sure how they play now. On the forum, it says Game of Drones.
Oh, yeah. So that's kind of what they were before.
Drones. But I'm hoping I don't have to quite play that way. I thought you did okay. Dice rolls were...
really bad rolls.
Yeah, and I had some pretty good ones, which, affected things.
It was the opposite of our last battle report. I had insane rolls at the beginning of the game. Like, really just insane. And we thought the game was going to end right away.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt... I didn't quite feel that way. Like, it wasn't until, like, maybe the beginning of the third turn.
Yeah.
I was feeling like, But, like, that last game we played, it was just, like, just 6s and 6s and 6s.
I was like, oh, look, half my fleet's gone.
Yeah, and then this game, it was kind of similar, but the other way around. You rolled really well at the beginning of the game.
And kind of slowed down.
Kind of slowed down at the end, and I started rolling slightly better, but I rolled pretty poorly the entire game. But that's a dice game. You can't really complain about dice if you're playing a dice game. So.
But I mean, overall, this was a lot of fun, and I always enjoy doing these battle reports. I mean, it's only the second one we've done, but I probably won't be saying that when I'm editing it.
but yeah, no, I had a great time. And also, if you have any hints on like how we could do this better, or I mean, we're kind of working with limited stuff right now. I mean, the camera works great. Yeah. But it's all handheld, which I think is actually good.
Eventually, we'll get something with even better quality.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I mean, the way this game works, it'd be
I think
hard
the end
to
of turn
go
recap
every
is the
move.
best. Yeah.
Because it'd be really long. It'd just be like a 3-hour battle report.
Yeah. At some
There'd
point,
be a lot more
at
editing.
some point we'll do a War Machine battle report.
Yes.
Maybe an Infinity battle report.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe
But,
even like a little. Well, I don't know. You've been tampering a little bit with 40K.
Because
But
he's the devil.
I am.
He's the devil.
Well, what's terrible is I did a terrible thing, and I got back into the game last summer, and I bought a bunch of Nurgle stuff. Yeah. And then I was like, we're never gonna play this. Why did I buy all this stuff? And just the beginning of the summer, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna paint some of this. And I have like the first, not quite fully painted, but pretty quite a bit of it painted. And we played a game, and we had fun playing. Yeah. Mistake. Yeah. But.
So those are things that might come in the future.
Yeah.
But hopefully you guys like this battle report. If anything we can do different, let me know. And we'll see you next time here at
Also,
Games.
one last thing. If you have any hints on what colors I should paint the British, I'm going to paint them up this summer. I was thinking about going like white and red and blue on top. But, doing kind of Union Jack colors. But I'm not sure, that might be kind of difficult, so we shall see. But any suggestions?
Painting tips for the Lich Lords British. Let us know in the comments.
If I do white...
You said doo-doo.
I did say doo-doo. If I do white, what's a good wash for that? Because I don't want to look dirty or anything. I want to look white, but I still want to get the wash and like the crevices and things like that. So.
Okay.
But that's it.
I think a watered down black would be good for that.
I think
so. But that's it. Like I said, if you guys have any hints for him for painting his Brits, any tips for us for doing battle reports for you guys, let us know. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Share us with your friends. Subscribe. Helps us out. And we'll see you next time here at Games.